Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Good morning, Chippewa Falls. Good morning, Hudson. Good morning, Maple Grove. And good morning to you. Welcome to the Jason Show. I'm Jace. Please say hello to my sidekick sister from another mister and Taco Bell's Employee of the Month. She's my favorite chalupa, Kendall Mark.
Hello. I like your sweater.
Thank you. It's Sweater Monday.
I like it.
Thank you. Getting ready tonight is the world premiere of Downton Abbey, A New Era. So when we're
really?
and we're one of 5 cities. So the world premiere will be in London, and then I sound like Moya Rose there, but anyway, London, and then we're one of 5 cities where they will be running the movie at the same time, and I'm hosting the screening tonight. So
you lucky devil.
Yeah, so now I won't be able to review it. I don't think I can say much tomorrow without Universal Studios sending in stormtroopers, and grabbing me off the set. However, you can ask me maybe some bland yes and no questions tomorrow.
I kind of think it'd be fun, though, to watch the stormtroopers come in and just take you off the set. Do you think we'll go to commercial or we'll just keep going?
It's fine. We would just keep going. Are you kidding me? Again, Lassie, they would just replace me with another Jason. We don't have money to replace that on the floor. My name's everywhere. They'll just find, thank you, Leo. We just find a new Jason. We'll just go to Rosedale. Hey, are you Jason? Come on, want to host the show?
Come on over.
It's everybody's replaceable. Everybody's replaceable. How was your weekend?
It was quiet. How was yours?
Busy. You know, busy, but in a good way. Worked and spent some time with some. We auctioned off a happy hour with me and Lori and Julia from my radio station, My Talk 107.1. And this is one of those things where, maybe you have something similar. You agree to something months ago and you forget about it, and then it comes, you're like, oh crap, I forgot about that. We did this in November, and then April seemed so far away, and then last week it whacked me over the head. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's this weekend.
It's happening.
But they were delightful, they were so fun, and you know me, and this is just blunt honesty, and even the listener knew this, I am horrible with small talk. So anything like, a small group of people I don't know, terrifies me. And it has nothing to do with them. It's my inability to communicate with a small group. I can do this until Milky's udder comes back on. I can do this. This is not, it's not braggadocious. This is like breathing. This is not hard. But I'm in a cocktail party and I have to do that small,
Have you ever practiced making like a small list of things you could say?
No. Like, what do you mean, like banter?
Yeah, like make your small list. I feel like the etiquette expert, we should have her back. Like she would tell you to do that so you'd be prepared and less anxious.
Well, there are topics, but after hello, what do you do for a living? And they're like, I'm a
chef, ophthalmologist.
You're like, great. Have you seen any interesting eyes lately? And then where do you go from there? I just never know what to do. I don't like it about myself, and that's why sometimes people read me wrong. They think I'm being witchy with a B. It's not. I just don't know what to do. Is Milky okay though? By the way, she's fine. His udder is back on. Oh, somebody put Milky's udder back on.
That's very polite.
It had fallen off last week, so thank you.
Again. Speaking
of our studio, we made a big announcement yesterday. Friday. They all blend together. Our studio audience is returning Monday, May 9th. We want you to join us. And I forgot to say this, we have a little graphic too. Just go to facebook.com/JasonShowTV, sign up. Normal, all the television shows now have the new normal of protocols. You have to be vaccinated. Mm-hmm. You got to wear a mask as you walk through our building. Once you get in here, though, you can take your mask off for the show. Just realize, you see the studio. This isn't the Oprah Winfrey Show. You're going to be close to people. But any hoodly doodly, I should mention, too, that this isn't a long commitment, because I know some people are like, well, I can't take the day off. girl, you don't need to take the day off. You're in by 9:30 and you're out by 11:30. So just take half the day off. Say I'm just a little sick. I'll be in afternoon. Oh wait, don't come here sick. Don't come here sick.
That's a thing now. It's a thing.
Here, I got you ready? I was bitten by a raccoon.
I have
and
rabies?
I can't come in today. Oh, they have rabies. I was bitten. What? Don't come here with rabies. Forget it. Leo, roll the. Let's get the. Yeah, there we go. Just come see us, okay? Come see us. I'm just trying to give people, how to tell their boss that they're going to be a little late. And Addie said our first 2 days are sold out.
That's right, big son.
Did she cuss? No, she didn't. Okay.
No.
Let's get started. Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin were on CBS Sunday Morning on Sunday morning. And the two, you guys know, they're in Grace and Frankie. They became friends in 1980 when they were shooting one of my favorites, 9 to 5. And Lily talked about how Violet Newstead was almost played by somebody else. Look at this.
But you may not know that Lily Tomlin quit after the first day of shooting.
I said, you have to let me out of the movie. You don't have to pay me anything. I thought I was just awful. I said, I'm just going to ruin the movie. And then I saw the dailies from the second day because he couldn't draw up the papers quickly enough. And so I thought, well, I'm pretty good. It's okay now. I think I'll just keep this part.
And thank goodness for all of us that she did. The first scene, because I can't tell you where Utah is on the map, but I can tell you every detail, behind the scene detail about 9 to 5. The first scene that she shot was the fairy tale scene where she's dressed up like Snow White and she imagines poisoning Mr. Hart. And she's like, what is this? Thank goodness that she continued. And then, one of my favorite behind the scenes stories is Jane went to go see Lily's one-woman show while she was writing 9 to 5. And she looked and she goes, I want Lily in 9 to 5. As she was driving home, guess who was on the radio? Dolly Parton.
Cool.
Talk about serendipity. You know what I mean? That's the universe going,
hello.
Hello. The 7th and final season of Grace and Frankie drops later this week on ye old Netflix. I can't wait for that. Next in the dish, Jessica Simpson visited The Real lately. She has, you guys know, she has $1 billion with the B, fashion brand, with her mother. But also had a surprising, so that's one thing, okay? And you're thinking, oh, Jace, is this story going to be about her fashion line? No. This is a story about Jessica Simpson going to Taco Bell.
Like, don't try and be somebody else. You could be the next, somebody because of your unique qualities. And I always encourage, people, especially like artistic people. I mean, there's so many realms of creativity that are going on that I have to compartmentalize, to be honest, because there's so many facets to my career that I was like, okay, this is now, I'm grabbing this. I am draining my bank account. I have no working credit card. It's okay.
Investing.
I will pay in cash.
Yeah,
I went to Taco Bell the other day and my card got denied.
Well, do you think...
I'm on a budget, ladies.
Do you...
What? Okay.
Like, decline?
I mean, the value meal, if you get a cheesy bean and rice burrito and a little soft taco, it's $3. I'm just saying.
Just look at the house.
Shaming. I mean, I'm not shaming, but I'm shaming her because she has $1 billion shoe line. And her Discover card doesn't have a $3 limit?
I mean...
Again, a cheesy bean and rice burrito off their value meal is $1. And if she gets a taco, like a soft taco, and then a medium diet Pepsi, how do I know this? Because that's sometimes my lunch.
That's right.
Can I tell you? By the way, she has a new partnership with some nasal spray. Anyway, can I tell you?
Also known as Flonase.
There's the Broadway. If you're watching and you work at the Broadway Taco Bell, there is a drive-thru girl who I love. Not girl. That's the disrespectful lady. She has red hair. I love her. But she is no nonsense. And I think she knows my voice by now. I drive up to the box. I'm like, hi, I'll get a cheesy bean and rice. I know, less cheese. And then I'll go, a little, less cheese sauce. They put nacho cheese sauce in that. Yeah, and I'm down with that. Anyway, and it's a little taco and a thing. Every time I pull up, she's like, hey, TV guy. I go, hey. What's up, TV guy? What's up? Hand her a credit card. That passes, by the way. I'm not Jessica Simpson. My credit card. I go, what's up, TV guy? And I go, not much. How are you? Fine. Here's your food. Have a good day.
This isn't the only place this happens to you at.
What do you mean?
The Starbucks, when you start talking, they start filling in your order too. I've been in the car for this.
I'm a guy of routine. I do the same, yeah. But I just love her. What's up, TV guy? Thanks, have a good day, get out. Yeah,
Bye.
I love her. I love that TV. We're gonna take a break. We'll be back right after this. The dish isn't done. Coming up, Sharon Osbourne isn't holding back on her latest facelift. Why she said she's glad it is settling. Oh my. Then, my review of the new Bombshell documentary on the rise and big fall of Abercrombie and Fitch. And by the way, you can smell the documentary from here. It's Leo. And what are you talking about this week? We're going to find out when we open up the Jason Show mailbag. That and more when we come back. What's up, TV guy? Here's your bean burrito. Welcome back. Matthew Broderick visited Andy Cohen last night, and they're real friends because of SJP. Mm-hmm. They're real. They're not TV. They're not fake friends. They're like us. We're real friends.
Real friends.
I mean, kind of. I'm just joking. That he was with Harvey Fierstein as well, and that, my friends, is.
Our set falling
that
apart.
Just fell out of Jeff's back. God, Jeff. Jeff is, our executive producer is literally falling apart as we're sitting here. That's our late night rewind.
When you two were in Torch Song, you took Matthew to a gay bar?
To his very first gay bar.
Wow.
He grew up in the Village, you would think, but
Right.
he had never been. So we went around the corner from the theater. I took him to Bras and Girdles, which was.
Yeah, it was called Boots and Saddles, but he insisted on calling it Bras and Girdles.
And
Boots and Saddles, I think, is still around.
it's still there.
Yes.
And we went in, and we're sort of like in there, and I'm watching the eyes getting hotter and hotter on him. And the mother in me came out and I said, "Okay, we've seen this now."
I love him. He's just a legend. I mean, and his voice just gets better and better and better as the years go on.
Like, how does that even?
That doesn't it sound like it? I mean, that would hurt,
Right?
you know. But that's him. That's Harvey. Mm-hmm. Nothing better. It is weird. Like your generation thinks of him in connection with Doubtfire, and we think of him from Brighton Beach Memoirs and many other things. So.
Right. Memorable voice for
Hairspray.
sure.
Absolutely. On Mondays we get a special serving of Ye Olde Hot Dish all the way from California. Please give it up. He has a good voice too for Brad from TMZ. Hi, Brad.
Hey, I appreciate that, Jason. But yes, he is from Mrs. Doubtfire for me.
Yeah, see?
Absolutely.
Yes, that's what generationally people think of him from there. Okay, yeah. Megan Thee Stallion was talking to Gayle King this morning on CBS Mornings. It got real emotional.
Really emotional. And for those who don't know, Jason, Meg Thee Stallion, right now there's a trial going on with Tory Lanez because he allegedly is the one who shot her in the foot so many months ago. And she recounts that incident with Gayle in that emotional interview where she kind of explains the moments leading up to the incident. She said, look, we were together as a group. I wanted to leave a party. Other people didn't. And once we got in the car, it kind of triggered a fight. And she said, I got out of the car. She says Tory said some words to her that I can't say here, but then he just started firing at her feet. And one of those bullets is what struck her. So like I said, I mean, this is a trial that is still happening, and Tory has not been found guilty of anything yet. But all the evidence and everything we've heard seems like he was the trigger man.
Unbelievable. And you guys have the story up on TMZ.com, don't you, with video?
Yes, correct. So we have video just after the incident when police responded, and you see Meg in the sidewalk. Her foot is bloodied as police kind of take everyone into custody to figure out what happened.
My goodness. Yeah, you guys can check that out on their site. Next, Ben Affleck is on the defense this morning, thanks to someone from Selling Sunset. What is now this is a connection I never thought we would talk about.
You and me both, and I don't know if you watch Selling Sunset, Jason, but there's always some sort of drama and something going on. But the latest on Selling Sunset was Emma has said, you know what, Ben Affleck and I, we matched on Raya. He invited me out for coffee a couple times, and I never actually took him up on that offer. But Ben's team over the weekend came out and said, you know what, that's just not true. It didn't happen. But then Emma stood strong, and Ben's team has kind of changed their tune that, okay, well, he hasn't been on Raya since 2019. So maybe it's nothing that was recent. But I kind of believe Emma here that Ben was on Raya as he can be. It was before J-Lo. And the two of them matched.
Is Raya, Brad, is that the site only for rich, famous people?
Only rich, famous people. You got to apply, you got to be accepted, you got to be good looking. So I've struck out on Raya, that's for sure.
Oh, Brad, you would not.
I tried.
Did you try?
Yes.
Brad, really?
I know. I think it's the line of work maybe that keeps us out of it. Four stories like this.
Yeah.
And you see some celebs on there.
And now, J-Lo's team. She has a whole IT team that keeps track of Ben's computers. You know that.
They are working overtime, and after this story, she hired 10 more. That's for sure.
Yes. It's like a whole counterintelligence operation over there.
I believe it, 100%.
Have a good week. Thanks, Brad.
You too. See you, Jay.
You know, Jay, she's done. Every relationship you learn from. That's why no relationship, no matter how bad the breakup, everything, there's no mistake. You know, you shouldn't regret any relationship. You learn from it. I've learned things from my exes. I like my ex before Colin. I would never say a bad thing about him. He's a good guy. And I learned a lot. Now, the ex before him was just go ahead and Google me and you'll find that. Anyway, and hello, Jason. Would you like to go on a date? Sure. Are you really British? Anyway, that's a conversation that should have happened. But J-Lo has learned a lot from old relationships. So she is checking that computer. She's like, let's look at search history. Let's look at that. Oh, okay.
You got some splaining to do or no?
Next in the dish, my friend Sharon Osbourne hasn't been on TV in more than a year. Wow, has it been that long since the whole talk debacle? Really?
I guess.
Oh, why does that seem like? That just seems like yesterday. But then in some ways it seems like 4 years ago.
That's the pandemic curse.
Oh, is it? Okay,
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, and it might be, and I'm not throwing shade. This is all her words and her reaction, not mine. Because, we don't like body shaming here. But it might be a good thing that she hasn't been on TV because, well, she had a facelift, okay? Another one. And in an interview with London Sunday Times, she said that she had a full facelift. Not just like a 3,000-mile checkup. She had like a full lift of ye face. And it was done in October, and after the 5.5-hour procedure, she said that she, quote, looked like a cyclops. Hello. She said Ozzy even said it looked bad. But now she says her face is settling. What is it, a house from the 20s? And she is finally looking like herself. Back in 2012, 10 years ago, she swore off plastic surgery. But then 7 years later, she was like, no, maybe not. And when she had that one done, she said she couldn't feel her mouth. She said she'll be on the Talk UK starting today. Okay, may I ask you a question connected to this?
Please.
Let's say...
I have a facelift. No, I haven't had one yet.
Well, you're 11. So, no, and your face is beautiful. Don't ever do it. You're perfect the way you are. Let's say Jordan, okay?
Okay.
Gets a facelift.
Okay.
Okay? And it is real bad. Like, he looks real bad. Are you Ozzy? Do you tell him?
Yes. Yes.
You do tell him?
Always. Well, if we have enough money that honey's getting a facelift and it doesn't look good after a few months, and he's like, I look like this, I'll be like, yeah, I think we should go see someone again.
Yeah, let me rephrase it. I should say, if he looks in the mirror, okay, you take the bandages off. I'm so dramatic. This isn't all my children. We're gonna remove the bandages, Erica. But they take the bandages off, and he looks in the mirror and he goes, holy crap, I look like a gargoyle. Mm-hmm. And you agree with him. Do you tell him you agree with him in that moment? Do you go, ooh, baby, you look like you should be guarding a library?
Jason, you and I have a lot of things in common, and one of them is that we have no poker face.
We have no poker face.
He would just know.
Because I love it that you're not even bothering to ask me that question because you know.
It would just say it on your face.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to hide it.
Yeah.
If they like call. And Colin does not need, Colin has a beautiful face.
Yes.
Perfect. Nose, he has a head of hair people would kill for.
Yes.
But if they unwrapped him and he looked like Don Knotts. Why did I pick, out of all the old, he came up, what? Barney. I would be lucky if, yeah. He would be like, how do you like it? And I would be like, it's nice.
I love it.
It's nice. Can we go to Taco Bell now? Is
that tequila over there? Can I have 7 shots of that?
Next in the dish, the hottest music festival, Jason, is back. Thousands traveled to Southern California for Coachella, the cool people. And Harry Styles hit the stage again, weekend 2, and surprised folks this time, not with Shania Twain, but Lizzo joined him. They sang 2 songs together, and hold on a minute, we have breaking news from Ted. This just into our Jason Show newsroom. Lizzo is coming to the X in St. Paul in October, and tickets will go on sale later this week. This just in.
Sources say.
Ted has parked appropriately in our parking lot, and Lizzo is coming to the X this fall.
That's right.
Yeah.
Harry Styles outfits too. Can we please?
Well, he wore that jumper, that glittery jumper with Shania, and I said at the time, I'll never be cool enough to wear a glittery jumper.
I gotta find you one.
No, I don't think. I'm 47, and I've been
47 and fierce, Jason Matheson.
Thank you, but I don't think I'm fierce enough to wear a jumper.
I think so.
I think I would look like old Elvis.
Not young.
I would look like Elvis at his.
Why did we show Milky?
Leo just took a shot of a cow.
Leo, what did Jason do to you?
Hold on just a second, everybody.
Okay, the suspense is hurting my feelings.
Just a second.
This is so long.
Just a second. I just need just a second, everybody. Need just a little second.
I just want to hide.
Just gonna call somebody. I'll leave her. Okay, I'm just gonna roll. I'm gonna text here. Queen Mim III. Dear Mim, I would like everyone currently in our control room fired.
Bye.
Next to the dish. HBO Max dropped the trailer for The Staircase over the weekend. It's a dramatized version of the story of Michael Peterson and the suspicious death of his wife and an owl. Look.
911, where's your emergency?
My wife, she had an accident.
What kind of accident?
She fell down the stairs.
Is she conscious?
No, she's not breathing.
There were 35 cuts and bruises and 7 deep lacerations to the scalp.
Someone holding something caused the impact to make these wounds. Make any adjustments you see fit.
It's a witch hunt. We need to get you a lawyer. In a case like this, keep your family close. You'll need them on your side. We have no murder weapon, but we've found countless images on his computer.
Dad tells stories. He kept that from all of us, not from Mom. She would have told me. You're beautiful, and you're my daughter.
So we're going to see this on May 5th. We got to go, but the question is, Jeff just posted in that little clip there, do we need this because the documentary was so good? I say yes. I'm still going to watch it because I loved the docuseries. Maybe watch it first, and then we'll enjoy this together.
Okay.
We will be, thank you. We will be right back. Move. Welcome back. Please send all of your resumes for new director of The Jason Show to jasonshowtv@fox.com. If you've got a jean jacket sitting around the house and aren't sure if or how you should wear it, you are in luck. Here to talk about denim jackets is the fly girl, Chanel Wimper. Hi, Chanel.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Thanks for having me again.
Full disclosure, I told Chanel when I walked out of the set, I said, I told you I wanted you back because Chanel was here before. Go look at for that segment online. Okay, jean jackets.
Yes.
First question, because we were talking about youngins earlier. I'm 47. I know the youngins are loving denim because I wore it the first time around. I wore the washed in like 91, 92. Can I rock even at 47?
Absolutely, and if you still have those, that's even better.
Really?
Yes.
Because what are people, okay, so let me now go to the actual, what is it about denim jackets right now that make it so in the moment?
I think they can just kind of go with almost anything.
Yeah.
And then, with this lovely weather we're having, up and down,
right.
We're not quite wearing a big puffer jacket, but, like this morning, a denim jacket is perfect, and you can layer it.
And people are even dressing them up a little bit.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we have some pictures. Let's walk us through what we're looking at here. Here's number one.
Yes, and I will consider this a little dressed up. It's a little edgy, like Friday night, but she has a leather pencil skirt on and a cropped denim jacket. So there's so many different types of denim jackets. This is one of my favorite ones, the cropped ones. So is
that a new one that we have redesigned, that we have altered?
Yes, yes.
So was that a regular cut originally and then we brought it up?
Exactly, but the stores now sell them cropped, but me personally, I would just crop it at home.
You crop it at home?
I would crop it at home.
Okay, now before we move on to the next one, let me ask, is any wash okay right now?
I believe so.
Okay,
yes.
You're pausing though, is there?
Because I'm not a big fan of dark denim. That's
really?
Me personally. However, no, it's okay.
Because I'm wearing some dark denim pants, but that's all right.
That's me personally,
Yeah.
but I think any wash will work, honestly.
Anyone?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing a lot of the 90s washes are real hot. Am I right on that?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yep, the acid washes came back. Those ones are really popular.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Let's look at the next one. What's this?
See, that's the black denim jacket. Yeah. So another thing, it's not always just the blue denim. You can do any color. And he's dressed up. He has on like plaid pants, and he dressed it up. The black kind of is a more clean look.
I like that.
Yeah.
And I love and you know what? And I'm loving the window pane. It is to me the perfect combo of dressy and casual, but yet comfortable.
Yes.
Because of the shoes.
Yep.
And then you got, I would say, dressier pants with the window pane.
Yes.
And then the comfortableness of the turtleneck and the denim.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's real nice.
You can't lose with a denim jacket.
And now there was no alteration, right, with the length of that jacket?
No, not at all.
That was just as is.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at the next one.
And this is a custom denim jacket. It is black, but it's a custom one. So another thing with the denim jackets is people are adding patches, fringes, pins. So you can get a little funky with the denim jackets too.
I'm loving the fringe on this one. Oh, and hello, and then I don't know if you noticed right there. Yep. And this is one that you altered yourself, right?
Yes, yes.
That is so great.
Mm-hmm.
So any cut right now is okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you can do the oversized ones. Those are really good if you just want to throw them over your shoulders, if you have like on a dress. But any like the more fitted or baggy, either way it works.
Okay, because the one you're wearing right now, with the paisley, so what all did you do to that? Did that come, so was the paisley there, or did you even add that print?
The paisley was here. This came from a thrift store.
Okay.
And I just added the fringe.
And that was,
so.
And I gotta tell you, if you were walking down the street and I saw you, I would think that was just new and you bought it that way.
Yeah.
I would never know.
You gotta love the thrift store.
And look at you rocking. Are those comfortable? Well, they should be.
Oh, yes.
Those are the best pants ever.
Yeah, and they're a little dressy. They're wide leg, and I was gonna wear jeans, but I'm like, I'll give you a little.
No, I love. Okay, I'm gonna wear those next week. Anyway, do we have one? We have another one, right, Ted? Let's see the next one.
Yes, and that's my lovely son, Andrew. He'll be 13 in a couple weeks, and so teenagers.
Yeah.
They're even good for teenagers. He will walk outside in a t-shirt and it'll be 25 degrees outside. He's not a big fan of big jackets, and a lot of kids are not. So with the teenagers, the jackets are good, and you can put a hoodie underneath the denim jacket as well. So layering again, even for teenagers.
Because was this picture taken recently?
Yesterday, and he was not happy.
Well, but not only that, yesterday was cold, and he is wearing shorts. You're absolutely right.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And this is how he likes to dress if it's not snow outside. So.
Oh, I love that. And we have one more. Let's look at the last one here.
Yes, this is my favorite.
I love that.
I like the monochromatic look.
Yes.
Period. So any color, top, bottom, and then throw a jean jacket with it, it just brings the look together.
And I love the fact that the blues also bring out, I immediately want to look at the denim when I'm looking at the shoes and the bag.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yep, and it's over the shoulders. That's I feel like when you're dressing up the jean jacket, you can just throw it over your shoulders, just on a, for like maybe a little date night or event. Beautiful.
Fantastic. That's why I love her. Chanel, everybody. Follow her on Instagram. Search Fly Girl Lifestyle for more. And if you missed it, don't worry. We'll post this entire segment on our social medias. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this. Back in a moment. That was great. God, I love that coat. I love that coat.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you for being here, Kendall.
Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. I'm glad you're here. Welcome back, friends. There's a new documentary out right now about the once uber popular fashion store, Abercrombie & Fitch. If you missed it, you don't know what we're talking about, here's a clip from the trailer for White Hot, the rise and fall of Abercrombie & Fitch.
Abercrombie & Fitch said, we go after the cool kids. If they didn't look a certain way, they didn't belong in our clothing. Are we exclusionary? Absolutely.
As a manager, you have to recruit good-looking people, and this is what good-looking is.
Young, thin, and white.
Abercrombie rooted themselves in discrimination at every single level. There's a reason people liked that brand. Exclusion is part of our society.
Yep, and it was on full display on that horrible store. As you can tell by my reaction right then, I'm going to be very blunt with you. I watched this with glee. I don't usually like to stomp on the demise of a company because companies are people, but I hated this store because it represented every person that excluded me because I'm not a 20-inch waist and I'm not a pretty person. So I watched this I had a Chipotle bowl that night. I'm not kidding. I'm sitting on the floor. I was alone that night. I had a Chipotle bowl, and I don't drink at home. I try not to drink during the week. I had a celebratory cocktail. I had a Chipotle bowl because I thought, good. This store deserved to rot because of the way they treated people. We have another clip, but we were just talking, watching this with various people is interesting. Your point of view.
Very interesting. I watched it with my husband and my younger sister. He's about 6 years older than me. She's 6 years younger than me. And all three of us watched it the same way, but had different memories of what Abercrombie was like. And I just thought that was fascinating.
How was it like for you?
It was the same thing as you. I mean, it was what they show in this. Like you walked in and immediately felt very self-conscious.
Yep. Yes.
Because everyone was so rude and
no joking.
beautiful.
Yes.
Seriously. And I mean, I'm a blonde white girl, and I'm saying that. I can't imagine.
Beautiful. And I'm not making you're beautiful. You are. And I'm just being. So the fact that you felt that way.
Oh, and to this day, I had to go in one really randomly for a reason, and I still walked in and was like, "Hi."
Yeah.
I don't know.
It chronicled so many things, and one of the things this documentary talked about was the hiring and firing practices. They were very controversial. Oh, and by the way, they were very illegal. Look.
They were also firing people on the basis of their looks.
Abercrombie said it wasn't that we were being racially discriminated against, it was that we weren't good looking enough.
They literally made so much money.
Exclusion was the root of their success.
They had a no headscarf policy.
Abercrombie went all the way to the Supreme Court.
all American doesn't mean all white.
And what's fascinating is actually a quote at the very end of the documentary that really, I thought, wow, I went like this with my Chipotle. I went, ooh. A woman, I think she had worked for, and I'm going to paraphrase, she said, if social media had been around, quote, if social media had been around at the time of the alleged zenith of popularity of Abercrombie, she doesn't know if it would be as popular because they would be called out on the daily, and they would. So who knows if it really was that popular? Sales would show you that it was that popular.
Right.
But would that have continued had they been on, as the kids say, on blast all the time for their unbelievable behavior?
And I think it's so interesting that they don't really talk about in it, and maybe you see this too. Abercrombie is coming back. Like, young people buy a lot of Abercrombie, but
They
it's
do?
totally different.
It is very different now.
And they're still catering to the popular kids because now it's, in a good way, it's cool to be inclusive. And so they're still doing it in a weird way.
Well, yeah, but because
in a much better way.
In a much better way.
Right.
Their website's all, the word, inclusive. We love everybody. Please come here. We don't care what you look like.
Right.
Meanwhile, when, I walked in, I felt like, they were getting ready to put me on the show.
pit.
Yeah, seriously. And there's a weird two Minnesota connections, and we love a good Minnesota connection. We'll cut someone for a connection to us. The armpit guy is from Minnesota, and then the famous twin models, the Carlson Twins, one of the most famous bags. They're from here. They're from Stillwater. And fun fact, my first couple years here at Channel 9, they were one of my first interviews. I interviewed the Carlson Twins. Yeah, we got to be like pseudo friends, but not really. Because we didn't really run in the same circles. But
that whole thing is just the whole world of it is fascinating to me.
God, and that interview was really hard to do.
So hard.
White hot. The Rise and Fall of Abercrombie Fitch is available right now on Netflix. It was a really hard day at work.
It's a hard day.
We'll be right back. Back in a moment. They're actually really nice. I still follow Lane, actually. Hi, Lane. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm not welcoming you back. You work here.
Oh, I forgot.
You're legally obligated to be here.
Hi.
It's a Monday tradition. We kick off every week by reading your comments and answering your questions. Okay, Leo, open it up. It's time for the Jason Show mailbag. Oh, wait, we fired Leo.
Oh, who is it in there?
First up, an email from Calissa. Hi, Calissa. She says, hey, Jason, my husband and I were in Las Vegas last weekend and took your advice about the restaurant Ocean One. We went every chance we got to get triple Kettle One sodas. Thanks for mentioning this great deal. Okay, stop right here. So to tell you what the deal is, because I like a good bargain, because drinks in Vegas are expensive.
Astronomical.
Like Jessica Simpson could not afford them. And there's a place called Ocean One. Hi, camera. In Ocean One at the Planet Hollywood Miracle Mile shops. And you can go to the bar, 3-for-1s for $10 every day, all day.
And all the types of alcohol, you said?
Yeah, you can get Kettle One, you can get the fanciest, and you can get them to go.
So crazy.
Best bargain. Thank you. Next up, a travel-related question from Jacqueline. Hi, Jacqueline. She writes, hi, Jason. My husband and I are going to Nashville for the first time at the end of May. Do you happen to know where we could run into a country singer while we're there? Any particular bar or restaurant? No.
I can help.
Have you been to Nashville?
I've been to Nashville. I was there for like 48 hours. When I was
for 48 hours.
Well, no, okay. I was there for an award thing. I was there for the Marconi Awards. I was nominated for a radio Oscar. I know you asked, because I didn't want the.
It's in Nashville for my Marconi. Can I get a Kettle One, please?
Okay, I deserve that, but that's why I was only there I was in and out.
Okay.
I was in and out.
My sister used to live there.
Okay, good.
For real.
Take this question.
Bluebird Cafe. It's very acclaimed for having all the up-and-coming country artists. They come and test their materials there. Really, really good. That would be what anyone would recommend.
Thank you. I was there for my Marconi. That I lost.
First class.
Humbling. Someone else, literally, Can I tell you, I was at the hotel when I arrived, and this guy, this old gristled radio executive, came up, and it was my first time being nominated, and for this because it's a big deal.
Right.
And he looks at me, and goes, "You're not going to win, so just have a fun, just relax and have a good night, because you're not going to win." And I'm like, "Thanks." Someone else is looking for a recommendation. Lynn, hi Lynn. She writes, "What restaurant is your favorite?" Oh, I love this. Now this is okay. I have multiple answers to this. You ready? Here we go. You looking for steaks? My favorite is Gianni's. I talk about it all the time in YZ. It doesn't get a lot of publicity except when I talk about it because I love it. And the owner, Terry's fantastic, and they have a great patio. If you're looking for my all-around where I've never gotten a bad meal, Jeff knows what I'm going to say right now. Nope, Bar La Grassa.
Oh,
The BLG in the North Loop of Minneapolis. I've never had a bad meal there in my life.
Great
ever.
experience, too.
Great experience. Ever, ever. Seafood, you know what I'm going to say. Smack Shack is my fave. And towny places, 1029. And in the suburbs, I love Chow Bella. In Bloomington, Edina.
Yeah.
And I was just at Shortstop in Coon Rapids. They have really good burgers. So there you go. A picture from Tanya. She says, "My cat Bella loves Jason." She watches him like this most mornings. Oh my God, I'm really big with the kitties. And I'm wearing the exact same thing. Maybe that's my black sweater though, but yeah. I'm big with the cat demographic.
Just like, hello.
Hello. The cat's like, that's a gay person.
Hello.
Carrie's next. Hi, Carrie. She says, "Heard you mention hush puppies on the show. My dad made me wear them in the 7th grade. Yeah, we're talking shoes, not the crispy treat. This was 1967, so white go-go boots were all that my friends were wearing. Horrible. Yeah. Hush puppies weren't like the fashion thing.
I did remember them after. I was like, wait, we did have those in the local mall.
Yeah.
I remember.
I got them at Fava. Jeff, do you remember Fava? The store Fava? Anybody? Oh, they may not have been here. It might have been in Chicago.
I think ours was in Payless,
yeah,
like you'd said.
Fava was it was a big store. Another question on shoes. Evelyn from Washington State asks, "We love the shoes you're wearing today. Where do I get a pair of those rainbow sneakers?" Okay, what's funny is, and I know we have to go, I've been testing these out because I didn't want to name them Ab Fab yet. Or I'm sorry, that's my radio. Best thing ever.
Best thing ever.
That's Ab Fab is what I do on the radio show. These, fine. You know what? I'll just name them now because after about 2 weeks, I do love them. Go ahead, Leo. Take a shot before I fire you. These are called Pseudo, Psudo, and they're made from 100% recyclable products. They're very
awesome.
earth-friendly, and you can throw these in the washer, and they're real comfortable, like real comfortable.
Good arch support.
They're slip-on, good arch support. The shoelaces are fake, which I hated at first, but now I love.
Oh gosh, I didn't even notice.
See, that's why. Colin goes, nobody's going to notice. And they come in a whole bunch of different designs. They're a best thing ever. Okay, thank you, Leo, for the extreme close-up. See, fake. Size 13's right here. Anyway, you can stay connected with our show on social media. Check us out on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And don't forget, if you do ask us a question, we'll answer them probably on Mondays. We'll be back. Pseudo, Psudo. Welcome back to the Jason Show live from Nashville. Beautiful shot there, Eric. It's time for the world's shortest segment. Hi, the ultimate event for fans of the Golden Girls. Over the weekend, the first ever Golden Con took place in Chicago. The Golden Girls convention attracted more than 2,000 fans from around the world, celebrating the sitcom that aired its final episode 30 years ago. Panels included actors who guest starred on the show. There are also vendors, memorabilia, and a disco event. A disco during the event. We love you. Thanks for being a friend. We'll be right back. Thank you for being a friend. Okay. It's time for the surprise goodbye. This is the stuff of nightmares. If you're eating breakfast, you may not want to hear this. A woman in Washington State was out hiking when she had to use the outhouse. But while inside, she accidentally dropped her phone in the toilet. It gets worse. When she reached in to grab it, she ended up falling in. Luckily, her phone still worked, and she was able to call 911 to rescue her from the turlet. That is probably the worst thing ever.
No. Let that thing fall.
Tomorrow, I'm chatting live with, now he's like a regular, late night legend Jay Leno will join us to talk about a new contestant to honor moms across the country. That more tomorrow, but right now, go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. And please, don't fall in the toilet. We'll see you tomorrow.